So I've just come down here. It is Thursday. It's been a bit of a slow week so far. I've been away with work, so we're down here to do a tempo session. What a place to do it, along this very long straight promenade. So here goes. These are brutal. The rest just doesn't last long, does it, eh? Watching the seconds tick down. Anyway, a few more reps. Let's get it in the bag. Just got back from that session. Absolutely sucked. God, that's hard. Tempos, you have to be proper up for it, and that was difficult after a few days off. Now time to recover. Another session tomorrow. So it's week 3 of the training plan. I thought it would be a great opportunity to come on here and talk about my diagnosis with diabetes. I have had diabetes since I was 6 years old. So I was diagnosed in year 2. Obviously back then, you're very young, you don't really understand what was going on, but after weeks of suffering from incredible thirst, I just couldn't stop drinking. I remember going to fill up my water bottle all the time, and even as the water hit my lips, I was still wanting more and more and more. Obviously that leads to constant urination as well, so I remember always going to the toilet. So yeah, after weeks of this, I also started losing weight, which is another typical symptoms of diabetes. And we had a family friend who lived nearby. My parents asked this family friend to come over and check on me. I was also feeling quite unwell. You feel very sluggish and slow, and I was quite a athletic and kid with loads and loads of energy. So this family friend came round, she tested my blood sugars, and they were 32. Just to put that in perspective, my sugars normally, person who doesn't have diabetes, their sugars are normally between 4 and 7. So I was 32, and she immediately said, you need to get him to hospital. So I remember going to the hospital for 3 weeks. When I got back from the hospital, I remember all of my friends passing rumors around saying that they thought I'd broken my leg. Obviously 6-year-olds don't understand what diabetes was, so it was incredibly difficult to explain about my condition. As I was diagnosed when I was 6, I kind of just did whatever I was told because I didn't know what was going on. So although I was diagnosed with diabetes, it was essentially my family's responsibility to manage my diabetes because I didn't know what was going on. Obviously, as the years go by, your parents begin to educate you. Now, obviously, the transition between them managing my diabetes and me managing it, I'm not sure at what point that switch happened, but I think it's obviously gradual. But yeah, just a huge shout out to all the families out there that are supporting their children with diabetes, because I had no idea what was going on back then. I was the first child in my first school to be diagnosed with diabetes, so we had to have education series for the teachers to understand. I had to eat in classes, so all of the children in my classes had to understand and be educated as well, so that they weren't misunderstanding the situation if I had to treat my hypos in class. As a child, when you get told that you're poorly or ill, I guess the first thing you think of is, how do you get better? How do you overcome this condition? So to be told at 6 that this is going to be forever is quite daunting, but with the support of my family, you know, the explanation of getting through day by day was really important, to have that safety around you. As I was growing up, I was one of 2 children that I knew in the area that was suffering from this condition. And that only changed when I got to university, when I started meeting more and more people who had diabetes. I think that's so good about now on social media, that you can reach out to other people and ask them questions about how they're dealing with things. When I was a child, I didn't know anyone else that had diabetes, and that's changed, and changed for the better. I've met hundreds of diabetics now at marathons, and it's brilliant to reach out and be able to speak to everyone in the community. Hello, it is Sunday. I'll be honest with you, this week has not gone to plan. I've been away with work a lot. I've been missing sessions. Now, the positives are I've hit 3 gym sessions this week, so buzzing about that, but apart from that, it's been pretty dead on the running front. Disappointed, but we keep moving forward. It's Sunday. I really just want to sit in my pajamas all day, but I'm going to get out. I'm going to try and do an hour, see how that feels, and if I can build on that, we go from there. So, wish me luck. See you in a bit. Hello. An hour in, I'll be honest with you, that first hour sucked. I do not feel tip-top, but I've been thinking, and these are the miles that really give you a sense of satisfaction when you don't want to get up, when you don't want to do it. Oh, I just feel completely wiped out, but I'm gonna try and do another hour, get it done. I think on the scope of a full training plan, when you've got so long and so many sessions, just ticking them off and knowing that you're working towards a bigger goal, and this session is just a brick to put towards another brick to build a strong wall. That's the mindset that I use. Blood sugar's not so good as well, about 12 at the moment, so you know, bad day at the office, but we get it done. So there we have it. That's the 13 miles done. Upon reflection today, I think it's really important to remember when a week doesn't go your way. Just to remember that this is not the time to throw in the towel. This is the time to get your head down and work. I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful that I managed to get the 2 hours in. Grateful that I've still got no niggles and I'm still working hard. And yeah, just looking forward to how the next week will go. And I think it's important not to beat yourself up and just, you know, get on with it. So go and have a shake now, rest and recover, and start a new week strong tomorrow. Happy days.